Hello everyone! Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the first video! The formal video, kind of. The first tutorial. It's not really a tutorial, it's more of just like a level up video. As I progress in the Australia server, I will do more tutorials regarding Arisha mechanics and also certain skills and which certain playstyles you can adapt to your Arisha gameplay. Anywho, just for an FYI, I play on the West server and I occasionally play on the East server, but I just wanted to start somewhere new. And Australia seemed like a perfect place to do some recording because there's not a lot of people, and yeah, it just seems a little bit less laggy for me. Even though I live in the US West, which is kind of funky. It's pretty funky. Anywho, right now I'm just turning in some quests. Yeah. Let's see. Wow. Okay, there's a few things I kind of want to go over regarding Arisha. Let's see. As you start off in your early levels, you're gonna get like Fusion Shift, Crystal Burst, Ether Zone, Mana Tracer. I'm gonna start by going over Mana Tracer because it's a skill that I use quite frequently for transportation. So let's say I was dashing with my spacebar. To increase my dash distance, I would use Mana Tracer and just alternate between the two skills, Diffusion Shift and Mana Tracer, and it actually works pretty nicely. Some people try to do spacebar and then left click. I personally don't prefer that method, but if it works for you, then by all means go ahead and do that. Just don't press spacebar because it takes longer to get to somewhere, unless you know what you're doing. One of the most important skills at early level, I would say, is Ruin Blade, because that pretty much has really extreme high amount of damage. This skill, if you do the regular input, the enhanced attack, you can pretty much take out a boss with one Ruin Blade. Like, no joke. Like, maybe a Ruin Blade and like a couple slashes or something like that. But ADWS, if you input that within a certain time frame, you can launch an enhanced attack, and it does exponential amount of damage. You know, I'm not used to making some YouTube videos. I'm actually used to streaming, so it's kind of weird. Like, what do I talk about? Ah! But anyways, let's go to the Formorian order. Oh crap! Look at channel 1, it's so dead. Like, I could walk over here and there's gonna be no one. Okay, just a few people. This is like a little bit more dead than West, to be honest. Or in order. Okay. So I'm going to do this battle quest right here as I'm leveling up. And I want to show you guys what I mean. So when it comes to Arisha, there's different playstyles you have to kind of go through in order to fully learn Arisha. And at the beginning stages of learning Arisha, she typically does not have, like, if you want to play her aggressively, you would have to, use a lot of stamina. But with Arisha, the only stamina restoring skills is her Crystal Burst, which is that, and her Ether Zone, which is basically like, just goes in a circle, and it does damage over time. One of them is Burst, one is like more DPS oriented. Typically, it's controversial. If the boss is like stationary, like something that doesn't really move a lot, you can try to use Ether Zone on it. If it's something that's really mobile and it's hard to get a hit on it, I would recommend using Crystal Burst. But preference when it comes to those two skills. When it comes to Mana Tracer though, you can use this to evade an attack. Once you launch it, you can also use it as like a little damage push. I like to use it a lot, so I don't really use it as an evasive skill too much. I mainly use it as like a damage skill. So as I'm running up right here to spam and control, I can basically, if I have enough stamina, spacebar and then push right into the enemy, doing some good damage like that. Just throwing a crystal burst, slash. It's basically like a nice little auto-aiming kind of skill that does like a good amount of damage. Like actually I didn't really use it a lot, but I started incorporating it into my playstyle. Now, to use a Rune Blade, you need to have 250 SP, and I know my voice is cracked right there, derp. You have 250 SP, and there's a really long cooldown, so you want to like use it frequently, as much as you can. But do note, if you can't, get enough in time. Watch, look at this, watch this. Did the Rune Blade input? He's dead. Didn't even need to do any slashes. That's how good Rune Blade is and essential it is to Arisha playstyle. Anyways, yeah. So, these are your basic skills. I'm almost level 20. Level 20 is where you unlock Arisha's block, which is her mana drain. And you unlock her aggressive stance, which is her mana blade. You're going to be alternating between the two stances depending on the amount of mana you have. And you're gonna see like a little blue bar right under the SP bar. That's going to be your mana bar. Yeah. Just alternating between these two skills. So I have my Rune Blade. We're gonna go in for the kill. Bam! See that? The boss is dead already. That's how good it is. I would say Rune Blade is probably one of the most essential skills in learning Arisha, or doing high damage output with Arisha, because I think a long time ago when I started streaming, I wasn't using Rune Blade's input. But after I learned Rune Blade, I noticed a really, high increase in my damage output. And it just made my playstyle a lot better because I was able to use Rune Blade's enhanced attack and additional attack to constantly keep my mana flowing and just dealing damage, basically. Anyways, Alright, so that is it for the first part of the series of leveling up. Anyways, if you guys like to watch streams, I would recommend watching Tajima on Twitch, and also Raging Mango, and Excelsior Vindy, and all these other great streamers. Check out some of my other videos if you guys are interested in seeing what else I play. And also check out my stream at twitch.tv/AshidaStream. Free!